Hello, living in Boulder. It's 8:29 p.m. Time just keeps creeping up on me. I'm fixing to do another bike ride. I just kind of tried to have some dinner. Um, it's hard for me to eat though. My big problem is being completely out of shape, and all of a sudden I'm riding all the time. The problem with that is that my stomach has trouble digesting lots of food. I can't eat a lot. It's kind of I've got like a Tesla Model 3 just like everybody else. Maybe not a roadster, but I'm a solid rider. But the problem is I'm not using a good charge cable. My charge cable's really thin, and so it takes a whole day to recharge my battery. Whereas a normal person could probably charge it up in 3 hours or whatever. Because I just get sick to my stomach, then I would barf. And so that actually would that takes away from your strength probably on the bike. But I don't know, but it's a whole balanced system. So maybe I wouldn't even have it anyway. I rode yesterday. It was the second day in a row where I did sub 6. I didn't think I was going to do sub 6. I felt bad. I was having to get off the bike a bunch of times because I forgot stuff. I didn't fill up enough bottles. Day before yesterday, I did the whole ride in 5:52, and I think I only went through 4 bottles. So for some reason last night I only filled up 4 bottles. And so then I ran out and I had an hour of riding to go, so I had to go and fill up another bottle and put my energy drink in it. And then that bottle was empty by the end of the ride, so I went through 5 solid bottles. No, it was empty before the end of the ride. And then I had to drink a bunch of fruit juice that I had, so it was like 6 bottles. So I was a water guzzler yesterday. Drank like 2 more bottles. Maybe it was because I started the ride more dehydrated though. But it's just interesting how stuff fluctuates. But I ended up being able to do the whole ride in under 6 hours. So, my general strength, even if I'm feeling wiped out, my general bike efficiency is better, and so I can maintain a faster speed and get done on under an hour, 6 hours. One of my big problems, I think I forgot to talk about it though, in the beginning was my hips. The tendons in my hips were hurting and feeling like they were getting stretched out of their sockets and stuff, and like all over my hip. But I don't really feel that anymore. I did feel it yesterday though; it's still happening, but it's not as bad. It's getting better, and once my hip muscles and tendons mainly, I think, firm up, that'll make me I'll be able to ride faster. It'll just give me more strength. And my legs are sore, but they're not. They're not. I don't think they're more sore than they have been throughout the ride. When I walk upstairs, I'm sore. They're burned, but they don't burn really bad. And they just pretty much steady like that. So this thing where you ride for 6 hours and then you sleep for 18 hours is actually a good way. It provides enough sleep to keep piling on the 6 hours, 100 miles a day, without taking a break, a rest day. My mom wants me to go Christmas shopping with her tomorrow, and she says she's gonna. And then she says I have to watch a movie with her, Mary Queen of Scots movie in the theater. So, and she says she's gonna pick me up at 10 in the morning. So, and I usually have insomnia I'm usually up until like 8 or 9. It's like 8:30 this morning, so I'll be just falling asleep. So we'll see how that works. I don't know if I'll be able to ride tomorrow. For me to be, one thing that I realized in my old age, and probably most endurance athletes, all of the successful ones probably realized this early on. It just took me fucking 25 years to realize it. The most important thing, if you want to be a successful endurance athlete, is you have to cut out the distractions. You have to have no distractions, and you have to have, and if you're surrounded by anybody, they have to be encouraging you to do what you're doing. Like, you have to be in a world of endurance athletism. You can't have people like my mom who are like, you're gonna take the day off today. God damn it, you're doing it too much, you know. So, but I think my mom has figured it out though too. She's just that it's Christmas, you know what I mean? But but yeah, I'm um, super. I have the same exact philosophy about riding my bike now that I learned from working on my website, and that I kind of fell into naturally from working on my website, where you're obsessed with it, and that's like all you do, and everything else revolves around it. So, anyways, I got up and I was hungry because I slept all day, and I had an avocado, and then I had and I cleaned my fish tank for like an hour. Um, I got these fish, these bright red fish. I don't know what they are, but I got four of them. And then they multiplied into like 20 or something, 20 or 30. And I noticed one was feeling sick. And so he kind of waddled his way over to the heater. That's what the fish do when they die. They go and hang out at the heater. And then I saw that he died. And then I saw he was kind of starting to decomposing. And I washed my fish tank and I looked back there where the body was and there was nothing there. So I think the fish eat the fish that I have, they don't float when they die. They sink, and then the other ones eat their dead. And then I saw there's two baby ones. So the fish that I have, they like populate the shit out of my tank, and then they die. But you don't have to see that they die because they just fall to the bottom and get eaten, and then they have babies. It's a cool kind of fish to have, man. It's like the everlasting fish that never go away because they keep breeding, and then they die and eat themselves, eat each other. So anyway, I'll try to mention it tomorrow what fish that is, but yeah, yesterday I rode and listened to music. Today, that's what I'm going to do today. More listen to music. Yesterday I was super fired up. I've been, for the last few years since I moved to Boulder, and throughout my life, I guess to an extent, I always expected that I was going to be a professional athlete at one point in my life. I never expected that it would take until I'm fucking 45 years old. So for the last like 3 years, I've been thinking about it more and more and more and more until I'm thinking about it all the time until I completely lost my mind. And so when I'm riding my bike, it's basically just pure emotion that I'm going off of. I'm just like, yes, like I was doing, I was like, god damn it, like just yelling, just for no reason because I was freaked out about not exercising. And I do that riding now, only when I do that riding now, I'm like, I'm like, oh wait, but I am riding. Okay, this is it. And so it's awesome. And I've been feeling good. You know, towards the beginning of the ride, I feel groggy. That's the worst part. When you feel groggy when you're riding because you feel like something's wrong, like it's going to get worse, and then you're going to maybe even like die or something, have a heart attack and die. Like, but I have these drinks that have caffeine in them. I think my energy gel has caffeine, and you just get the blood flowing, and you know, it's like you got to warm up a Lamborghini, you know, before you can take it, open it up. Just get the blood going, and after an hour of that, you wake up, and once you're up, you're there, and you can do the rest of it. You know, the only other problem after that would be like if you have super sore legs, like your tendons just seize up on you in pain, or if your joints break. But yeah, I haven't been having that problem, so just listen to music. Yeah, so I didn't really eat much today. When I was done with my ride, I went into the store and I got chips and salsa with beans and had some of that and some like seaweed flakes and stuff. So I'm feeding my body as much as my body can be fed. I have a small stomach, and my appetite hasn't kicked in. When my appetite kicks in, I'm gonna fucking know it. I've gotten myself into shape. I've been in and out of shape dozens of times in my life. Because I'm by nature I want to exercise, but I'm always was stupid and allowed myself to get in situations where I wasn't allowed to, like going to college and stuff. And so I know I'm very experienced with not riding, and then all of a sudden you riding like bike touring and stuff for like a month, and I take it maybe a month, maybe a little bit over, and then I'd stop. But so I know what it's like to ride until your appetite is going, and yeah, it takes about 3 weeks, and like it seems like it happens all at once, like you're hanging out, and then all of a sudden you're hungry. You have the stomach pangs, and you're like, but wait, I'm not supposed to have stomach pangs now. I just ate. You know what I mean? That's when your appetite kicks in. That's when you have to start eating. That's when you can eat more, and you have to start eating more. But that's also when you get stronger. That's when your leg speed kicks in and stuff. So that hasn't happened to me yet. Predictions for the day? I really don't know, man. I mean, I guess it's possible I could do another sub 6 hour today, but I feel kind of groggy. If I organize myself, I didn't manage the time very well. I got off the bike too many times. If I organize that, I could do it. But I'm not going to try to make it happen. It wouldn't surprise me at all if I'm after 6, but, as my legs get more efficient, you just naturally ride faster. So, whatever. We'll see what happens. One cool thing about yesterday was I pretty much spent the entire ride, I was taking breaks, but pretty much the entire ride organizing files on my computer. And then I organized my files for like another 6 hours after that. So it was like 12 hours of files organization on my computer. So that was cool. I'm working and writing at the same time. Okay, that's enough babbling. I hope this actually recorded. How can I get my program back? My computer's frozen. Okay, let's hit escape. Oh shit, these computers, man. There we go. Alright, and it recorded the whole thing! This is my old Mac. My old Mac hasn't dropped a recording yet, I think, on QuickTime. It's my new Mac that does that. So maybe I should do my vlogs on my old Mac. I also want to figure out how to do it on my cell phone. I'll try to do that tomorrow, but I sleep all day long. Okay, peace out.